then you can correct them and let them know, baby, I'm non-ether. That ether is, man, it's so powerful. That's that DNA in you, man. You're not dumb. We're not stupid. They just do a lot of what they do is limit us from that they got their knowledge and education that all these other brothers got. See, when the Africans come here, they already know this information. Listen here, them guys and girls is speaking 4 to 5 different languages. How the hell we gonna compete with that one? Just think about it. How can you compete? You're already running with a broken leg, no shoes, no strings, no socks, and you're in a race. You already lost as soon as you came up to the goddamn starting gate. Mm-hmm. And that's how they got us. That we're going to lose before we even start. And they scared to death that we are waking up now. And it's not us so much going to change the dynamic of the world. It's y'all brothers. That's why when you come in this business, you train your brothers how to do this business here. You train him properly so he know how to save his money, so he can start adding on, so he can get him a credit card, so he can get him a license, so he can start moving on and start taking care of his family. Because that's what our job is for, to help the youth. We got to stand on, we may have to stand down or bend over so they can stand on our back so they can get to where they need to be at. And if it's like that, then it's like that. But that's what we're supposed to do for the young youth. Because our fathers didn't do shit for us. Some of our fathers were a piece of shit. But they didn't know either because they was fucked up. The saga continues. But at a certain time, we got to stop. We have to stop the merry-go-round, the Wizard of Oz. All these things was made about us. We don't have no heart. We don't have no courage. We don't have no brains. We just so scared of these people.
I never heard that terminology.
Yeah, that's the Wizard of Oz
being addressed to us.
Yeah.
And that shit is crazy.
Even when
we don't got no heart, we don't got no brain, the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, that's what made of us.
We don't got no courage.
That's what they made it. They made that about us.
Playing in our face.
Right? When the house fell on the witch, right? Mm-hmm. Look at it. Her socks rolled up, right?
Yeah.
That's the stock market. The crashing of the stock market. With Noble Jew Ali. With Noble Jew Ali making them crash the stock market. Mm-hmm. Then they said Tharty, she had red hair. That's why you always see blood red. That ruby red. That's the Moors. They don't want you to know. Tharty, you was already home. Click your heels 3 times. Order in the court. Ding, ding, ding. Stock market. Ding, ding, ding. Order in the court. Always working 3s. 3, 7, 9, 13s. These are powerful numbers that they don't want us to know about. Even when you go into a Jew building, you will see what? 12, 12A, 14. You don't want to see 13. 13 is a powerful number, just like voodoo and all that. They around here practicing voodoo. That's our shit. That's nothing scary. That's our shit. Voodoo. This is things that they don't want us to know. Little key things. Just like the Nazi sign. You see that all over buildings. If you go over some of these buildings, you'll see the signs on the building. It's an ancient Buddhist spiritual sign. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know all these artifacts and all this stuff is you. That's why they always got to get a permit for you to start digging, right? You know why? Because you might start finding artifacts of your ancestors. Like simple things. We never even went to Central Park. Central Park is Synagogue City. You know that. Where they ran all us out of there. We had all them acres. They ran us out there. You go by the fountain.
I heard about that. I read about that history.
You'll see it. It's a plaque and all that. It's there.
Oh, I think I've seen it on the YouTube.
They don't want us to go there and learn that information. Because to see what's happening right now, this is what's really, really happening right now. Everything has to go back to the Republic. The Republic is the people. Look at China. Look at Russia. Look at Africa. They all saying they're going back to the Republic where they all can use their own natural resource to build their own government. They don't need to go to the central bank to borrow money. They come back and have to pay it back double. Come on. Because the national debt, now, you don't even know that Trump canceled the national debt. They don't want you to know that. That Trump, because that national debt, that clock you see, they steal the money and put the debt on us.
Yeah.
Make us pay the money back. Make us pay the money
back. Our kids.
Our kids. That's what these motherfuckers do. That's the Democrat. The Democrat is nowhere in the preamble, nowhere in the Constitution, nowhere in the Article Association, nowhere in the Article Confederation, nowhere in the Article of Association, nowhere you see Democrat, because that means mob rule. These are the people that breaks up your family. The Democrats don't like family. They don't like nothing that has to do with it. You see how our families broke up, right? The Africans gonna go through the same shit, but they don't know that. And then they tell them, they got it in executive order, that Jimmy Carter put it in executive order not to interact with the American blacks when you get there, because they are known as slaves. They don't even have a nationality. They don't have a culture. They don't have anything. So it's an international crime. Listen to what I'm saying. Because what I'm talking to you is international. Everything I'm talking to you is international. Ain't nothing local. It's international. And it's a crime to talk to a slave. It's a crime to talk to a slave, because you never went back and correct your status. You never went back to court. You ain't got no court cases. You ain't got no felony. I mean, you ain't got no felony going on right now. You've been clean. Go back and change your status. Now you can get, because it's like this here. It's like you blood, but you want to do the Crip walk. That's an oxymoron. You can't be both. You can't be blood and do the motherfucking Crip walk. That's why they looking at us like, damn, these motherfuckers crazy. They still think they black. And they think they don't mean nothing. It's very important. Because you can't just pull a African out of his car and start beating him over his head. Now they said, now you can't come back and get no gold. Now you can't come back and get no silver. Now he's backed up by a nation, which is a family. We are not backed up by any family as you call yourself black, Negro, and colored. Because look what they did to George Floyd. They choked him out on prime TV for the world to see, and nobody stepped up, none of the nations, because he's not connected to a nation. But if it was Moorish American like one of us, Morocco stand up for us, the Morocco, you know what I'm saying? In Algeria, you know what I'm saying? In Tangier, and all these people gonna stand up, oh, he's Moroccan, you know what I'm saying? He's Moorish American. You can't do that to a person that's backed up by a nation. But if you ain't backed up by no nation, you neutral. And what they can do with neutralize you. That's what they doing. Because none of the black men ever stand up for himself. So they're going to keep treating him like that. Because he's too scared to stand up for himself. If he's scared to stand up for himself, they're going to kill you if you're standing up or you're sitting down. You're going to die any motherfucking way. So I'd rather die standing up. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want us to do. Be terrified and use intimidation. Man, that shit don't work over here. Fuck out of here.
Now it pretty much mean the closest thing to God, no friendship. So like when I took from now, it's like pretty much the closest thing to God.
Come on, baby, you are God. That's why they say Allah and man is one. You feel me, young blood? Allah and man is one. When you look in the mirror, you're looking at Allah. When you look at your son, you're looking at Allah. Allah will never die, he will pass on. It goes through your genes. That's why they say to live life fruitful